A high school football player kidnapped.
Mario, he wants to drive the car. They took my brother.
A wealthy businessman snatched from his home by cartel commandos.
Phoenix has become the kidnapping capital of America.
Kidnapping stories related to the drug activity.
Look at me one more time, I swear to God.
You take somebody, you got to be willing to torture them.
Police! Drop it! Drop it!
I want my brother back. Give me my brother back.
As I was sitting there and I was scared, just vulnerable to anything, he's like, strip him down. He's like, why is he just sitting there? He's like, strip him down, let's beat him. If you guys are gonna do it, you know, if you guys are gonna do that, just do it now. You know, it's like, do it. I was like, just don't kill me.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna take control and they're gonna scare you. They'll probably hurt you.
These kidnappers are well-trained, well-armed, and ruthless.
But there are elite operators trained to combat this threat.
We're defenders of the weak. We take the hunters and make them the hunted.
There's a reason people sleep peacefully in their beds at night, because we stand ready to do violence on their behalf.
It's a dangerous world. It's a dangerous game. And you have to be prepared to pay the ultimate price.
I'm 18 years old and I've played football for Boulder Creek High School. I've been living football since I started high school pretty much. That's all I did. I was very excited for graduation. I was looking forward to it. I had a bunch of family. I had a family coming in from Mexico, my uncle. So it was a pretty big day for me. My sister was selling her car, her Audi, and somebody called her interested about it.
Well, it's like brand new, not a scratch.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty. Can I take it for a test drive?
Sure, no problem. Mario will take you.
Okay.
Mario, he wants to drive the car.
Mario?
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Ready to go?
Yeah, buddy. Just go to take it around the block. Now, this is one good car. What do you think your sister wants for it?
Let's call her.
Yeah, boy. Kid, you play ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, what position?
Fullback?
Nice. I was a safety.
For real?
Yeah.
You play college ball?
I got some offers. I came home to work in the family business.
Hey, that was our turn. So where are we going, man?
Just gonna check the turning radius. I'm just checking the turning
so
radius.
close to this car, man? We're gonna try parallel park. It's
Okay.
What?
Okay, go, 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 do it.
Look at me, they'll smoke you! Hurry up, get the fuck out! Take them to the
Normally, people, when they think of Phoenix, think of, you know, golf courses and snowbirds and just kind of the beautiful retiree life and sun all the time, and it's kind of like the great American dream. In the last several years, though, I would say maybe last decade, increasingly Phoenix has become the kidnapping capital of America.
Look at me one more time and I swear to God, you've seen too much. Don't move, don't talk.
Hey, el celular. Salte.
All you really need to start up in kidnapping is a car, a gun, a house, and the guts to organize some guys and go out and kidnap some guy. You have to put yourself out there in a way that's very uncomfortable for criminals. You have to be on the phone, you have to go collect the money, you have to keep the ransom victim in a hideaway and keep that safe. It is a very, very difficult crime to make money at.
Vamos a hacer una llamada y vas a decir esto en inglés. ¿Quieren $50,000 mañana o estoy muerto? ¿Entendiste?
Mario, where are you?
Susie. They want 50,000 or I'm dead.
Hello? Operator, yes, they kidnapped my brother. Somebody took my brother. I don't know. He jumped in the car. The guy, he was like 20 minutes ago. This is urgent. They took my brother.
Home invasion kidnappings is the one that happens most frequently. The city of Phoenix, Arizona, which is the #1 kidnapping location in the United States, unfortunately, has an entire task force called HIKE, the Home Invasion Kidnap Enforcement Task Force.
Bueno,
I'm Lieutenant Burgett from Phoenix HIKE.
the proposition is scary. The whole thing about it is a little bit scary. It's a bad deal to be in, but you have to have collected, experienced, skilled heads dealing with it and not somebody that's emotionally attached.
Somos investigadores del secuestro de su hijo. Es muy importante.
Sí, por favor, pase.
She says, come on.
Entren, por favor.
Once I get a call of a kidnapping, I become a totally different person. I'm just focused. I start thinking about what needs to be done. I prepare myself for the worst. Always expect the worst and hope for the best.
Miren, nosotros somos los investigadores que estamos investigando el secuestro de su hijo. Nosotros hemos hecho muchas veces estos tipos de investigaciones. Vamos a usar a su hija para hablar con los secuestradores. Téngame fe que si sigue nuestro aviso, su hijo va a estar bien.
We'd rather have the family do it sometimes, if it's someone strong enough, because you have to also take into consideration what that person's going through. Family members being kidnapped, family members probably being assaulted as they're on the phone, and so their emotional state has got to take a lot into how what you're going to have them do. You can't have a person that's not mentally strong to deal with this, and you prepare them from the beginning. More than likely, you're going to hear them getting beaten, and things like that. He says you need to be strong, and you tell them, if you hear them crying with pain, it means they're alive. That's when they don't cry anymore that you're concerned about whether they're dead or not. But you prepare them as much as you can, and to remain strong with that. If they start falling apart on you, then they become a liability themselves too, and we try to either get another family member or one of us will, and even us going into taking over negotiations and posing as a family member or a friend is still dangerous for the victim.
We have to do this for your brother, okay? You're gonna have to be calm, and you're gonna have to do everything we ask of you. You have to reassure your mom that everything's gonna be fine, okay?
Yes.
Tú lo vas a poder hacer.
Sí, mamá.
¿Tú estás seguro? Porque tienes que traer toda la casa aquí.
Sí.
Él tiene que regresármelo.
Lo vamos a regresar, mamá. Vamos a traerlo a casa.
Prométeme.
It's a vicious business. Kidnappings are somewhat, most of them are somewhat related to the drug activity, and that's not gonna end. And if that's not gonna end, it's gonna spread.
You're just there. You're just an object at that point. You're just something that has no control over anything and is just waiting for something to happen to you. you're always on edge. You never relax. You're just always thinking what's gonna happen to me or what's gonna happen to my family.
Hungry, I said? My shoulders are killing me. You think I can have him in front for a while?
Hey, don't try anything, huh? Porque tú sabes, we're gonna do to you.
Te dije que pudieras hacer esto.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué?
Ahora tú puedes comer.
Those that are perpetrating these crimes are increasingly more willing to torture them and do brutal things. Situation: high school student kidnapped. Victim, Mario Sanchez. Time in captivity, 11 hours. Ransom demand, $50,000. Hostage rescue team, Phoenix Hike.
Vamos a hacer otra llamada, ¿eh?
The individuals made him call the sister and demand the other $50,000.
Hello?
I put the money in the dumpster on 41st and Plymouth.
¿Qué es lo que está diciendo?
Have the money there in an hour, or they'll kill me.
The money's not ready yet.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not ready?
The money's not ready yet. It's gonna be okay.
She didn't have time to tell me anything. He just closed the phone.
Is the kid's okay?
41st and Plymouth, I need an ETA.
Pídole a Dios que todo va bien.
But why are we waiting? The money's ready.
We have to be there when they drop it off.
Dime, ¿qué te dijeron en el teléfono?
They want to be there. Quieren estar ahí para cuando lleven el dinero, mamá. No sé, ¿por qué?
And then it was just a waiting game from there. I just was thinking, how can I get back home, you know? Or when am I gonna get back home?
And I called several times, and she told them that, exactly the same thing. Eventually, on the second day, towards the latter part of the day, we set up a money drop.
Tú maneja. Y es tu última oportunidad. ¿Me entiendes?
Simón.
When it comes on to doing a money drop, you have to stay extremely fluid. Extremely fluid, especially the tactical guys. Expect the unexpected.
All right, here comes the drop-off.
Dude, anytime now.
UC's getting dropped off.
We work very closely with the Hike Task Force in Phoenix, and we have a tremendous amount of respect for that group. They became the best task force in the country because they are plagued with the highest concentration of home invasion kidnaps anywhere in the country. So they have had to shift and adjust their law enforcement operations to combat that threat. And we know they're constantly being called and tasked to support and consult and train other metropolitan areas globally because Phoenix knows what they're doing.
All right, hey, be advised, 2 male Hispanics in a red SUV just traveled westbound. They're looking hard.
That looks like a real trans van. He's looking for stuff. Yeah, he's in our can with the money. He's looking in the money. He's got the money. He's looking around. He took the money. Red shirt, light blue jeans. Hey, UC, you're gonna have to take that guy. He's got the money.
I got him.
Hurry up, man.
Police! Drop it! Drop it! Get out of here. Get out of here!
Hurry, 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 hurry. Good job. Throw it in there, let's go. Sit back, bury the badge. There you go. Lay down.
That's the same SUV, dude. Hey, be advised, that same red SUV is backing up. Looks like they're gonna head. They're out of view. Something's not right. Dude, here they come.
Yeah, it looks like the players might have just rolled up. We got gloves on. They're looking around. They're all hicked up. They're looking right at us.
Who's your homie?
Shots fired, shots fired.
They're shooting, man, they're shooting. He's gonna come towards us.
Cover, 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 cover. There's a car!
He's on foot southbound.
They got him, they got him, they got him.
Hey, we got one suspect away westbound.
Westbound in the alley.
Got him, partner. Son of a... Hey, you shot at a cop, homie. I mean, that's topping the list of the bad you did today. Hey, tell me where the kid's at. Maybe the list will shrink a little. I ain't telling you this, Sam.
It's this guy's parole officer.
Oh, really? Yeah, you wear a lot of flashy T-shirts. Here's your parole officer. You want to say hi? No, he don't want to talk.
He just said someone sent him to pick something up he didn't know anything about, a kidnapping. But we tried to get him to tell us who had sent him, you know, because obviously he knows who sent him, and he wouldn't do that either.
Well, just tell us where the kid's at.
Anybody hurt?
Stay here.
pickup crew fired on the surveillance team. No one's hit. We grabbed one of the shooters. He won't talk, but his parole officer has a last known address around the corner from the drop. The strike team's gonna hit it.
Don't answer it. You don't know what just happened, okay?
Hello?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Lo quieren ver o quieren que se les parezca?
El dinero ya está allí.
Así nos tuvo hace una hora.
Tell him you're telling the truth.
Porque no lo tenía antes el dinero, ahora está allí, así que vete a búscalo y dame mi hermano. I'm just sick and tired of your games. I want my brother back. Give me my brother back.
¡Cállate! Si no está el dinero, te voy a llamar y vas a escucharme mientras lo mato. ¿Oíste? When the call came in from the kidnapper, we realized that he'd lost communication with the guys who were there to pick up the money. So we knew we still had a chance if we could find the kidnappers, but we had to move fast. If they knew we were onto them, they'd go underground and we'd never find them.
They don't know the drop's gonna blow. We have to hit it fast.
Hit the house as soon as the warrant comes through.
Preacher coming through, coming through. Cover the windows, cover the windows. Preacher up, preacher up.
When the tactical team hit the house, the subjects had already fled, and I immediately just feared the worst.
I see you hit the house. It was empty.
Come on, man. We gotta get. Come on. We gotta go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, man. We gotta go, man.
How to pull strength. You know, you have to pull strength from, you don't even know where you're pulling this from, but you got to pull it from somewhere and you got to stay strong, because the second you break down, it's over.
It's right here, boss. Boom! Boom! Get on your knees!
I prepare myself for the worst. Always. You prepare for the worst, then you can expect it. You know, that's the training that in my mind, I've got myself to that expect the worst, hope for the best.
You know, we did the best that we could with the information that we had, and our goal in that was to rescue people. You know, we've had them die. We've had them killed on the phone, you know.
Shit, look, you dead, little homie.
As soon as I stepped on that road, it was like, I started breathing. I was like, it's over, you know, it's like, it's done. You're left with an anger because you can't do anything about it. You're so helpless that you're so mad, so angry, that it sucks. You can't do anything about it. It's like the worst thing that you could ever experience is somebody doing something to you and hurting you and your family, and you cannot do nothing about it. Like pain and anger, and it's always gonna be with you.
After it's over, it's an extreme release. It's like you just finally let it go.
Oh man, this experience has changed everything. How the way I look at everything. Everything means so much more because I experienced something that you don't know if you're gonna have another day to do it. You know, you think you're safe, then this happens, and then you come to realize that you're really not safe. Even if it's 2 blocks away from your house, you just gotta stay your eyes open and always be looking around. Don't put your guard down.
Coming up on Kidnap and Rescue. A wealthy businessman kidnapped by cartel commandos.
Buenas noches, cállese. They have to move swiftly in these cases because the kidnappers in Tijuana at that time, they had a real tendency to kill the victims.
Give me an update. You see the target?
Stand by.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué hice yo? ¿Qué hice yo?
The safe house operation is a very common, sophisticated method that we see pretty frequently. A group of people target a specific mark. They go in, they perform the abduction, they get who they need to, and then off into the night they go.
No! Myself and my partner specialize in high-risk protection. We were not called until 2 days after the kidnapping happened, which is a very common thing.
You are Roger?
You must be Sam.
Let's see.
Sam, this is Matt, our lead operator.
Mucho gusto.
As I understand, you were referred to us?
The family was referred to you by a mutual friend. As for the family, for their safety...
We know. On holiday, vacaciones.
See, I will be speaking for the family until this is resolved.
We could see that the individual was a little bit skittish at first. They did not know who we were, but they knew that we were referred by somebody who was obviously very close to the family.
Familia, are they worried about their safety?
And the police?
La policía? Are they involved?
No. No, I was told no federales, no negotiations. The cartels here are butchers. We pay either way he dies. I was told to hire consultants.
I'll run a full investigation. If we come up with anything, Matt has some friends on the force. We know these men. We know them well.
Look, I've trained every one of these men. I've even run backgrounds on each of them. If there's an honest officer on the Tijuana police, they're on my list.
My job is more of an operator on the ground, pretty much command and control with hands-on of all the agents and things of that nature, and leading all the teams of advances, protection details, and/or investigations, surveillance, counter-surveillance, things of that nature.
Sam, this concerns our client, so it concerns us. We're not here to ask for your trust, but we're going to do everything we can to earn it.
Okay.
All right. Should we start from the beginning?
Yes, let's see.
So after a little bit of a feeling out period, the representative began to open up and tell us exactly what happened, and that's when we felt that There was enough information there for us to go on. The investigation basically started right there in the vehicle as we were driving away from the coffee shop.
The bad guys have been making some ransom calls.
¿Qué piden? 200,000.
They're using the victim's Nextel, which is to our advantage. And check this out. Those cabrones stole the car from the house. It has an anti-theft device on it. Nacho, yo quiero que llames la compañía. Give them that code. See how long it would take for them to get a fix on the GPS. I'm gonna go ahead and ping the phone. Matt, I need you to get out to the neighborhood as fast as possible. Find anyone, I don't care who it is, anybody that saw or heard something that night.
At this point, again, there was no police involved. So we had to actually go out to the location, and without stirring up too much waves, we would conduct investigations secretly, just in case there were surveillance or observation from these kidnappers. We would pose as mail delivery guys, we would pose as different things, because these neighbors were terrified that if the kidnappers found out that they were providing us with information, they would retaliate.
You didn't call the police, did you?
No.
Good.
I thought they were the police. It was around 10 o'clock. I was heading for bed when I heard the car stopped. They were carrying big guns. They were all dressed in black.
Do you remember how many?
No, but they moved together like police.
How long would you say from when they arrived until they left?
The most 30 seconds. The second time they took longer.
The second time, they came back?
Yes. Someone came back in a different car.
Did you see that car?
No, it was too dark. But somehow they knew the gate was unlocked.
Prior to and after the abduction is unbroken surveillance on the house so that everybody knows they have not been noticed. Then a secondary team, which is not the kidnapping crew, will come in with a special responsibility.
Hey, a checar todos los cajones. Todo lo que no era dinero lo vamos a...
They'll clean fingerprints and any type of biometric data that is left behind. They will grab pictures of loved ones so that they can grab an intelligence file because they need to know what loved ones look like in case they need to use them as a secondary, tertiary source of revenue or ransom.
Vámonos!
This is a sophisticated, multifaceted, multi-level operation of organized crime.
Éntrate para adentro. Listo. Vente aquí, véntete. ¿Cómo te gusta? Carajo. Apúrese, viejo. Más vale que no me vea. Buenas noches. Te escupo, garrajo. Buenas noches, cállese. Te escupo, garrajo.
The communications with the kidnappers had been through the victim's Nextel telephone. That was good for us because we knew that we could get access to the GPS and the Nextel phones.
So what do you got for me?
I can get you what you need, but it'll take time.
The phone that they're using is the victim's Nextel.
Nextel is tricky. I push the dog in his wiretap. I'll have to go over a few heads.
You know, a favor for me is going to be worth this warrant.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try.
Talk to me, Nacho.
Gotta fix the GPS in the car. It's in Coquila.
Okay. Recógeme en el carro. Yo quiero ir a ver la casa yo mismo.
It took us about another day to tap into the phone service through some official contacts we had, and they do what's called a ping. They send out a signal to that phone, and by doing that, they can tell what area that phone is in. Also, the vehicle that the kidnappers took was GPSed as well, and so we were able to use the telephone and the vehicle to actually pinpoint two different areas in Tijuana where the kidnappers or somebody associated with those kidnappers were located.
Tonight's the night that's gonna crap out on us.
Don't jinx it, bro. Up on the left.
Don't slow down. Let's not burn it.
See the car?
Yeah, looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. Barrio está caliente.
Counter surveillance.
They got lookouts up and down the street. Something's definitely up.
We should leave.
Next corner, punch it.
When you see lookouts on the street, you know something bad is going on there. For us, that was actually a good sign. We had a lot of hope driving away that we could actually get some resolution of this if we can move quick enough, because we know that the victims are quite often moved from place to place depending on the professional structure of the kidnap groups. We were a little bit worried that these guys might be higher level and they might do this thing right and use a lot of different safe houses. Speed was definitely of the essence here. And so we had to get some agents in the area that would blend in and try to give us some intelligence to pinpoint the victim.
The phone's pinging to this barrio right here.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Nacho, put these on. Get some dirt on them.
Oh, no one's gonna look at my shoes, bro.
Hey, look, man. You don't want to get killed or okay? I'll buy you a new pair.
Just get it done.
And you're gonna look like a crack whore, all right? Don't wash your hair.
This is the photo that the family sent over. They got it from the bank. The photo was snapped at the ATM just shortly after the victim was taken.
Dame la clave, la tarjeta es de amigo. ¡Vámonos! ¡Vamos a la verga de aquí!
This is the only ID?
Can I see that? That matches the description from the neighbor to a T.
Keep an eye out for him.
All right.
Everybody know what to do? All right, let's go.
There was an apartment complex right next door to the house where we believe the phone calls from the victim's Nextel phone were coming from. And there was a for rent sign in the front. We were hoping it was a second story because it would look right down into the yard. And that's exactly what it was.
¿Tomas dinero en efectivo?
What they call a bodega, almost looks like a garage in the front yard of this house. And it was all boarded up. You couldn't see a door from the streets. And the agents watching, they saw maybe twice a day somebody go from the house into that bodega.
Mira, las llamadas están viniendo del apartamento de a cruzar la calle. Ay, mira, unos cigarrillos.
¡Ey, trucha! Te paso, güey.
Situation: wealthy businessman kidnapped by cartel commandos. Victim: David Lopez. Time in captivity: 37 hours. Hostage recovery team: Sec 4 International. Recovery status: undercover agents in field.
Our agents were gathering as much information as possible. They observed what they believed to be one of the individuals that was pictured in the ATM surveillance videos.
¡Ey, trucha!
¿Qué te pasa, imbécil? ¿Quieres algo? Aquí mi papá te friega, ¿te quieres algo? Y aquí mi esposo te va a friegar, te va a chingar.
¡Correa!
And when they saw that individual, they were able to get a good look at what apartment they went into. It was on the second level of this apartment building where we traced the phone to. And so now we had two locations. One where we believed the phone calls were coming from, and one where the victim's car was. We felt if the victim was at either of these locations, we did not want them moved.
We have two locations. We have the phone pinging at this location in este barrio.
The second location is a fortified residence in this area right here. We spotted the car behind the fence. And in the back, there's a fortified shed.
We've seen men go into that shed carrying packages. Matt and I believe that's the spot.
You've seen him alive?
No, but there's only one way to find out.
We have to move swiftly in these cases because the kidnappers in Tijuana at that time, they had a real tendency to kill the victims. The family that was doing negotiating never got proof of life. So this was really a crapshoot and we were hoping for the best.
Call your policia.
Listo.
We went from meeting the family representative, getting the nod to do the rescue, right to the chief of this squad that would actually be performing a rescue. They decided they were going to do a raid on that house the following morning at 4 in the morning. On the morning of the rescue, I'm located into the adjacent building, apartments on one side of the suspect house, calling play-by-play. I'm letting them know whether gates are locked, if they're going to have to use ladders, bolt cutters, if they're going to have to use all this stuff so they can have their breachers ready. We want this as fast and efficient as possible.
What's your 20? Eyes on, waiting for confirmation. Hit the house. Stand by.
I was on the phone with Matt. I was waiting for that word that we had something. That we had the person we were looking for.
Policía federal. Policía federal. También, ¿verdad? No tuvieron esos ricos, no hacen nada. Sí, oh, sí. Gracias. Vámonos, señor. Vámonos. Vámonos. No digas nada. Te caes, estoy diciendo, güey. Dime saludos a tu hija.
You feel relieved, like, okay, I made the right decision. You know, off everything that was based off of, you know, I had that feeling in the gut. I followed it, and you know, it kind of makes, you know, a happy ending to the story, if you will. It makes you feel like, you know, you accomplished what you set out to do.
Bueno, pronto ya vas a ver tu familia. Bueno.
Ah, qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno.
Pase.
Ansioso.
Señor.
Gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you so much.
De nada, señor.
Juan.
Gracias a Dios.
Es tu hijo.
Hola, amigo. Yo estoy bien. Oh, bien, bien. Todo salió bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Sí también bien? Bueno, te veo un ratito, ¿eh? Ok, adiós.
Bueno, dale las gracias. Adiós.
Gracias, Matt.
De nada.
Gracias, Rachel.
A la orden.
Muy buen trabajo.
Gracias.
And that's when it hit me. That we actually helped save this guy's life.
Roger, I expected the worst.
I'm glad to prove you wrong.